I understand for your perspective why you would say why you don't drink. But for me, I'm like, let's go have a beer. That was fun. Are you really with your friends?
Listen, okay.
They're not all hitting on you, all right?
I'm not saying they're hitting on me, but it's just like every time they just want to like, and I go, you know what I just did for 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Comedy. You know what I want to do now? I just want to sit down and go home.
Yeah. I guess,
I just want to go back to my hotel room.
Yeah. Do you find, that's interesting though that you do it, you have that off switch. Because see, I wanted to bring up the comparisons here. For me, when I get off stage, it takes me a while to bring that back down.
For sure.
I can't just turn it off.
Is it the same for music for you as comedy when you get off stage?
Music's different. Music's like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, being a frontman, like I just, and I'm pretty aggressive with it. But I think, no, that's easy too. Yeah. I do the same thing, Reflect.
Really?
Yeah.
You just bail right after and you're just like...
Oh, no, I'll kind of stick around a little bit.
For that?
But like, once I really feel like, this is a perfect exit.
Little Irish goodbye.
Yeah, Irish goodbye. And they know. Everybody knows. Everybody, like anyone that knows me understands like, he'll sneak out at some point in time. But, with the music stuff, it's really fun. And, so my band, there's 3 of us that are comedians. So
3? I
think you're
a drummer.
The drummer, right?
Yeah, Joel and the bass player Ryan.
Oh,
which he'll be opening for me tonight.
Oh, okay.
In the rec room. So we're funny because we don't know we know what we're doing, we know what we want to play, and we know like the songs that we write, and we know what's up with that. And then anything after that, we kind of just whatever people say is what people say, but we enjoy what this is. And we actually get like a pretty good response, which catches us off guard a lot of times.
Really?
Yeah, because, you got to think, as a comedian, like when you go up and do like some of these smaller gigs and, you're just going to like these open mics, you just kind of, so I think that's our mentality is like we have like a comedian mentality, but we're playing instruments.
Well, how do you mean you go up to, how is it different? You'd be more specific, like with the, you're saying when you go up to open mics, are you feeling like
bomb
more,
or you're unknown?
Yeah. Like we don't know.
There's more fear there than?
No, there's no fear.
Okay.
When it comes to music, like we just don't have any fear because I think because we're.
But there is in comedy though.
No, because like eventually you kind of get over. You have to be okay with bombing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing with comedy because that's the only way you can learn. Because if you're not okay with it, then you don't learn anything.
That makes sense because it'd be different.
Does that make sense? Because
because if I went out, it makes sense, and it's similar yet different. If that makes sense, it's when you bomb it on a music night, right? Like you still learn from it. You're like, oh shit, that can never happen again. But it's definitely like, oh my god, like that feels like. Because it's something that you're so used to doing, and like just for me, I can only speak for myself personally. But like, if I fuck up some like 3 or 4 bass parts in a set, I have to think about that for a while, and then be like, fuck, I gotta fix that up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's the thing with it. Like even if I'm like,
which never happens, by the way.
100% good all the time. No, but even like with comedy, like if I messed up a word that I just couldn't get out, I'm like, what the hell? What did it? Like I find a way to like, for the next night or whatever to like just slow that part down. But I think for us with music, we just don't have people will react how they react. We'll just like we're gonna play. And
you're gonna do it. You're gonna get through the set anyway.
Yeah, we practice really fucking hard.
Yeah. Do you guys when you practice like you perform?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's just because like a comedy. Because when you go tell a joke, you're not going to tell it
half-assed.
Yeah, you're not going to tell it like half-assed. You're not going to like go through the motions of what it is. Like you're going to.
That's an interesting topic though too. Like I know for music, for me, and a lot of other musicians I've talked to, the moment that you think about what you're doing on the stage is the moment that you fuck up. Yeah, it's like second nature. Whereas I got to imagine that this one I don't have any insight on, but in comedy you got to be on.
You got to
be thinking about.
You got to think about. Because you have to. Yeah, that's
there's no phoning it in. You can't just go. I'm gonna put this one on autopilot today.
Yeah, because with comedy there's so many things that happens. Like you'll get someone that'll heckle.
And you gotta vibe off that.
And you gotta you gotta be in the moment, understand, and also get back to where you were before you were interrupted.